this at the end of the game. A couple of times, Coach Bickerstaff called quick timeout for you guys to start, and in the second half, twice when they pulled it within one. For you guys, the mentality for them not to gain the lead, but to pull this one out, what did it take?
I would say it took poise, it took guts, and we pretty much just had to get stops on the defensive end, make it tough for Dame and CJ. We knew they was gonna make shots down the stretch, but we just continued to just make it tough no matter what, and we did our job as point guards. I felt like we made it tough on them and contested everything. As long as you contest and make it tough each and every day, then that's all that matters.
As a guard, what was it like for you seeing the ball with so much energy tonight?
Everybody was just sharing the ball. I feel like everyone was moving. It was pretty much just popping. It wasn't standing still in somebody's hand. Like even Jetty and Dylan came in knocking threes down, which pretty much gave us that spark that we needed just to continue to close the game out. They were ready to go when their name was called, and you could tell.
Everyone talks about the efficiency from Jarrett Allen, but for him to switch out on Dame at the end of the game, did you know that he was going to get that stop?
Yeah, I knew he was going to get that stop. During the timeout, we had called it. If he comes screen, just switch it no matter what. And we knew he was going to step back going to the left. And at the end of the day, if he shoots it and good contest, then we'll live with it.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Darius, you had a different look when that question was asked. You've guarded Dame a lot. How difficult is that matchup, and what does it say about Jarrett that he's able to force that kind of shot and seal the win?
Dame is one of the best players in this league, so Jay, I mean, he really moved his feet, kept his hands high, really forced him to a difficult shot. So, I mean, that's all we can ask for. Jay had a great game. He switched out on a lot of great guards tonight, well, throughout the entire season. So, I mean, that's what he does. He slides his feet really well, get a great contest, and get a win.
Generally speaking, how much confidence does it give you guys as a defense, knowing that you have two bigs, or three technically, that are able to do that?
Give us a lot of confidence. I mean, that's just one scenario. At the end of the game, we just switch out on all the guards, just switch everything 1 through 5, and really for them to move their feet, keep their hands high, and just make them take tough shots. I mean, it helps us. I mean, it's in our favor.
This is for either one of you guys. If my math is right, you're now 5-0 when taking a lead into the fourth quarter. Why is that?
I would say just because we start the third quarter off good. We start off a good third quarter, make sure we're taking care of the ball, then the rest is rest. But we have to make sure we start the fourth good as well. So it just comes down to those first 3 minutes of the fourth where we have to make sure we're sharing the ball and making right decisions.
Thank you.
Kelsey Russo, The Athletic. This is for both of you. I'd start with Darius, I guess. You were 5-6 from 3 tonight, and as a team, you guys were 15 and 30. What were you seeing just that was working well tonight with Dylan and Dean and even Jetty, that mix of out on the perimeter, but to get those shots up and how that, I guess, affects your offense when you guys do have those shots on the perimeter?
We was just really moving the ball. Ball wasn't sticking like Collin said. And when we move, I think we're really hard to guard. I mean, just taking open threes, I mean, that helps us a lot. When Bull getting into the paint, I'm getting to the paint. There's a lot of spray outs to be happening. So, I mean, when we kick it to them, we just hope that they just shoot with confidence and knock it down. And that's all we ask for.
I would say just pretty much when it was in pick and roll, whether it's me, DJ, or Ricky, just making a simple pass to JA right away or Evan right away, and he makes the next decision. Even though we don't get the assist, but we get the hockey because he'll make the right decision, whether he goes score it or kick it out to a swing. So just pretty much just making a simple play every time and making the right play every time as well.
And Collin, this is for you. What did you see from even Jetty and those guys in that group without marketing, without Love, and even Isaac too, but for them to be able to step in and contribute the way that they did?
I would say just shot the ball with confidence. At the end of the day, they shoot the ball with confidence. We all believe in them. We know what they're capable of, but you just got to continue to believe in yourself, and no matter what, because we're behind you. Just shoot it. We know what y'all do, and we know what y'all do well. So we're never going to get mad at you about shooting the open ones. You know what I mean? So.
And one more for me for Darius. You also had double tonight with assists and points, with 10 assists. How through this first stretch of games, have you seen yourself grow in the way that you guys are running your offense and you finding those passes and making the right reads and just sort of your overall confidence in where your offense is?
They want me to be aggressive, so just trying to be aggressive, make the right play. Like Collin said tonight, it was all just about making an easy read. They was really trying to double team me and Bull off the ball screen, so just hitting the pocket early to JA and make him just make the right read. And that helps everything. That helps both of us just get open shots and be aggressive downhill. So just making the right read. That's the only thing really.
Spencer Davies, basketballnews.com. This is for both of you. You look at the box score and there's 29 assists in there. That's been really, consistent this year. But when you're also seeing the points, there's a lot of double digits around like 5-6 guys every night. What does that say to you just about everybody getting involved and almost like this everybody eats thing? Because that seems like that's what you have going right now.
Everybody's just being aggressive. Everybody's picking their spots and making the right play. Everybody's sharing the ball, making the right play, making the easy reads. And a lot of it's coming from Jarrett, I believe. Jay, he has a lot of focus on him right now. So when he gets in the paint, everybody's cutting. He's looking for spray outs, making the right easy play. And it's just building confidence for us because it's open shots that we just take in practice or that we work on every day.
I would say just pretty much just taking what you got, not trying to over dribble or over pass. At the end of the day, you take your shot because you might give up a really good shot, might not get anything better than what you got. So we just continue to tell everybody, knock down the shots when it's your time, and also just be ready. Whether it's cutting off the ball or even just catching shoots, just make sure you're down ready to shoot, or giving up your body for a teammate so that they can get an open shot. Just little things like that.
Chris. Darius, it's clear that Ricky has become a fixture of this closing lineup. What do you see from him in late game moments?
Just poise, confidence, pick his spots. He just really reads the defense well. He knows when to hit the pocket early. He knows when people are just overloading his side. He's really smooth and savvy. So just having his confidence and his knowledge in the game closing, it helps us a lot.
I was going to say, how much, if you can quantify, how much does that help you guys close these games in a way that, sometimes you struggled with last year?
It helped us a lot, tremendously. Like tonight, he finished it well. He finished the game off tonight, and just making the easy reads. You see that all night, and I think we're starting to get that. So, we're learning just as much as we try to do the things that he does. We're learning even though we're not on the floor with him all the time. So, just taking it day by day.
All right, last two, Evan and then Christoph. Oh, sorry, Robert. Evan. Christoph.
Hello, guys. Chris Charles from Greece. Congratulations on the win. Collin, how big is the growth of that team as the season goes on, and what is the main progress on your game on both ends of the floor?
I would say just pretty much just playing together on the offensive end and on defensive end, just continue to help one another. At the end of the day, it's not going to be perfect, but as long as you're giving yourself up for the team and helping your teammate out, that's all that matters.
And Darius, do you believe that wins like this against the Blazers are able to go your team to the next level overall? And what would you like to maintain after that game?
Yeah, I think it's giving us confidence. It's showing our group that we can really beat really good teams in this league, especially off this road trip. I think that's bringing a lot of confidence into us. And then, we just got to get better every day. We just got to go watch this film and we just pick up with the parts that we didn't like, the things that we didn't do well, and just try to get better at those.
Thank you very much. Keep up.
Robert,
Hi guys, here Roberto Reyes from Planeta Cup Spain. The team is growing, all we can see it, and it's because a lot of facts. Here in Spain, we put the focus on Ricky, and I want your opinion of both opinion about the play with Ricky in the team.
Ricky, he's been really helpful. I would say that he's been really helpful to me. Just trying to grow as a leader. Just him communicating with me on and off the floor. Just seeing his ways, how he go about practices, how he goes about games, just the way he locks in, and I mean, just the attitude and approach that he brings to the game. I mean, I'm starting to really pick up on a lot of things like that.
Oh,
Thank
I
you,
would say
Darius.
just his,
No, please say.
I would say just his preparation to the game and how much he knows the other team's plays, whether it's pick and roll actions or what the guys are going to do. He's always a step ahead, whether it's in shoot around or even out there on the floor. He's always knowing like what's going to happen before it happens. So it's kind of weird, but you can tell his years in the league have definitely been showing, and his poise as well. Like especially down the stretch, he comes to us and just tells us, "All right, we're going to do this or this," and we haven't had that in the past. And I feel like he's been helping us, especially down the stretch in the fourth quarter when it's crunch time. You can tell his leadership takes over.
Yes. And how Lauri's absence has affected today to the development of the game? Who wants?
I would say just him just continue to show us the way. As long as he shows us the way out there and do what he do, then that's it.
What do you think, Darius?
Okay.
thanks, Robert.
Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.
Can you just walk us through what was going through your mind on that last defensive stop against Dame?
We all know Dame is one hell of a three-point shooter, especially to close the games and playoffs and just tough situations. So I just try to crowd him as much as I can, make him have to shoot the rainbow shot over me.
24 points, 17 rebounds. At this point, it's become so consistent, I don't even want to bring it up. But just as far as other teams knowing on paper what you can do tonight,
Mhm.
but you countering it,
Right.
how is that?
I really haven't even thought about that. You know, I'm going out there, honestly, I'm having fun playing with my team. We're playing the right way, and we're just playing basketball. I never really looked at it that way, honestly.
You said playing the right way.
Mhm.
A lot of times I hear people talk about the energy that the ball must have with it.
Right.
Can you describe what that energy was like tonight?
The ball was moving just everywhere it should be. Nobody was being selfish with the ball. Nobody was trying to make the superhero play, as he says. We all played team basketball. We had like a crazy assist to shot number at one point, and we rode that out to the end.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. What was the first time out like?
I don't remember. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It just seemed he was pretty fired up
Okay,
from my vantage.
okay. He probably was. I just don't remember.
And then on the last play, after they inbounded,
Right.
did you expect them to force a switch?
When we were on defense,
Mhm.
our idea was to switch. You know, I feel like if we played the defense regular, that's what Damian Lillard wanted. Everybody in the building knew he was going to shoot it, so we wanted just to crowd him as much as we could. No problem.
Counselors of the Athletics, Jarrett, tonight you guys are 15 and 30 from three, and you know, like Dylan and Dean and Jetty were just like hitting a bunch of and Darius as well.
Right.
But when you guys have this, then have that presence on the perimeter, how does that help you guys
Mhm.
down the paint and being able to get to the rim and just kind of help like open that up for you guys?
Well, first, it's a huge shout out to those guys, you know, coming to step up when a lot of players went down. And for them to just hit threes like that, it definitely opened up the middle for drives, for kick outs. Their defense was to bring people into the paint to try to just clog it up, and we just kicked it out to them, and they knocked down important shots.
And I guess like through, these first 9 games, how are you guys seeing that balance between them when depending on what defense they're doing, finding those outside shots
Right.
to then open up the paint? Like, I guess, what is that balance looking like so far?
It's part of us just coming in, knowing the game, knowing what the other team's going to do, studying their plays. And then after you study, you actually have to do it in the game. We obviously weren't perfect, but we got it down enough to get the win.
And Darius had a double night with assists and points, but what have you just seen from him, specifically, I guess, in the assist aspect and the way that he's reading the offense or finding those passes? How have you seen his growth so far?
It looks like the game's slowing down for him. At the beginning of the year, I know his assist numbers weren't up yet, but now, he's starting to get into the groove of things. He's starting to see where the open man is. It's tough coming in, playing with 3 bigs. We have to get used to a new type of lineup. And now that he's been with us for a while, things are slowing down. And he's finding us.
Basketball.com. Jarrett, when it comes to the assists, there's 29 of them, but you also look around at the point total. There's like 5, 6 guys in double figures.
Right.
So when you look at that, what's your reaction? Because it seems like this is an everybody eats type situation.
That's the basketball we want to play. We want to play together. We want to keep the ball moving. Just keep the defense on their heels. And I think tonight was a perfect example of that.
And when you were getting the ball there in the fourth, you were down there in the paint doing some footwork and working on there.
Right.
How much have you worked on your post game like that over the course of your career? And is this something that you want to show more of as you get more touches?
Well, from a young age, that was instilled in me, just the footwork as a big back to the basket. And over the summer, I made that an emphasis to try to be able to create my own shot. And even though I wanted to do better than I did in that tonight, I still think I showed that I have the potential to maybe do something else down there. And I just wanted to show I've been working on that and I'm adding it to my game.
Is that aggressiveness kind of come within the flow of the offense for you? It seems like, you're obviously not usually a high usage guy in the past. So This is something that's a little kind of new.
It is. I probably had more post-ups this season than my whole career, and that's honest, the God truth. So I'm just trying to find it in the flow of the offense. I don't want to disrupt us to the point where I'm getting in people's way. I just want to find my spot and get the post up.
Matt Robinson, 923 The Fan. Jarrett, between your stop on Dame and Evans' block on him the previous possession, you guys have that versatility to be able to cover those guards.
Right.
What does that do for you on the defensive end, and how does that kind of give you guys an added versatility between you guys?
Right. We have 2 great defenders down there. I'm gonna say he's better than me at defending. I'm saying that because I'm on TV or whatever, but no, but he's still a great defender. He can guard, 1 through 5, move his feet, and then he's been amazing at blocking shots and protecting the rim. And then for me on the last play, I wanted to get Dame a hard shot. We both did what we were expected to do at the end and getting the defensive stops.
And then for where Evan's at in his career so far, for you, what's more impressive, the mental side of it or the physical side of it so far?
And Evan so far?
Yes.
I can't even say what's impressive. He's done everything and more that we could ask from him. Everybody's saying, oh, it's going to be a slow start for him. He's going to have to work his way into this layout. He blew all of that out of the water, and he's been playing excellent.
Thank you.
Jarrett, obviously, besides personnel, what's different about this year's team and last year's team? And I guess a team like Portland with last year's team have folded and allowed them to make that run.
I think we would have folded last year, but this year you can tell that our guys are more mature and we have a lot of vets. We have Ricky out there. We had Kevin Love, even Ed Davis on the bench is keeping us locked in. So it's just a lot of presence, a lot of mentorship and just growth on our part.
You heard the word confidence a lot. Press conference. How is the team's confidence right now?
It's high. We've been playing some great teams, especially in the West Coast teams. They're notorious for being some of the top teams in this league. And we've been coming out and competing every single night, playing our best defense, playing our best offense, and winning games. So our confidence is definitely high.
Jarrett, what does it say about Ricky that he can go 0 of 7 and still be one of your most important players on a night like tonight?
All right. It just shows how much he can impact the game without shooting. You know, you hear that about a lot of guys that they can do that. And tonight we saw a perfect example of that. He still distributed the ball. He got us to slow down when we needed to. He got us in the right sets, and he just made it easy for us on the offensive end.
And then late in the game, when you guys were bogging down offensively, JB went to you repeatedly in the post, and he delivered repeatedly.
Right.
What does that mean to you to have a coach like go to you in those situations offensively when you're known more for your defense?
It means a lot. I'm not used to getting plays called for me. You know, I'll be honest. I asked for one. That's unusual for me, but I asked them to give me one post up, and you know, he said, "Scrap the play and give it to me." You know, and I was like, "Okay, I need to do something with it." It just showed that he has confidence in the work I did over the summer and just going forward.
And at the end of the game, were you barking?
Yeah, that's how we do it. It's the junkyard dogs.
So that's your thing.
You know, that's a team thing. I don't know how much I can speak on it.